And I'm starting this soft coffee. No, there is no suspenseful moment. At no point in the gameplay, at no point in the story, is Robin like, oh man, Alan is looking pretty tough. I don't think we're going to make it out of this one. There is no abyss. There is no death. There is no rebirth. There is no revelation. There's no nothing. There's no change. There's no transformation. Because at this point, this is the climax, right? This is the part of the story where Robin accomplishes her call to adventure, what the goal was, what the climax is. Well, what was Riley's call to adventure? Don't fucking die. Possibly go home, and that involved curing the Kara in order to not die and in order to go home, and he accomplished that. Okay? So Robin's call to adventure is to find out what happened to Sam. Now, that right there is bad storytelling if you can beat the game without answering the call to adventure. We learn about Alan as a consequence of coming to 4546B. We didn't come there for Alan. And if anything, she doesn't want Alan in her mind. The only reason we get Alan out of her mind is because she doesn't want an alien invading her privacy and reading her thoughts. So she doesn't help Alan to be altruistic. She helps Alan out of the selfish desire to get him the fuck out of her head. Man, she doesn't. After meeting Maida, there's no opinion about her that changes or alters. When we complete Maida's storyline and we learn a little bit extra about Sam, she doesn't act towards Maida any differently. Maida doesn't act any differently towards her. We pick up Alan. And then we find his body parts. Then we scan his body parts. And we make his body. Maybe. I don't know. Her opinion she doesn't change her opinion. She doesn't gain more respect for Alan. She pities him the same way at the end of the playable game than she did the moment that she found him in the cube. She feels sorry for him. Oh, Alan, you don't understand. You don't understand the things that my human brain comes up with. I feel so sorry for you. It's terrible. If anything, Alan has transformation. Alan's got more character growth than Robin. Alan, if anything, starts to understand Robin a little bit more, starts to understand humans a little bit more. Alan's got a little bit of growth. You know what? Maida's got a little bit of growth. Maida didn't just murder Robin the second she stepped foot on Delta Island. That's character development. Because we all know Maida don't fucking play. Maida don't play around. If you're a threat to Maida, you're dead. If you don't kill her, she kills you. That's what we learned about Maida. But Maida's got character development. You know why? Because that snow stalker in her home, in her base, it's alive. Yeah. Maida actually didn't murder a predator. She tamed it. She befriended it. Maybe she murdered the parents and she's like, oh, it's a helpless little baby snow stalker. She could have killed and eaten it. Nah, she was like, I'll raise it. She took care of an animal. That's character development. She learned a little bit of sauce. She got a soft side. She started a garden. There's even, I'm not sure if Robin herself says it or if it's a PDA from Maida. But yeah, you look at Maida and you learn about her, and you wouldn't take her to be the type of person to be a gardener. And she's not a very good gardener, but she's new to it. She's trying new things out. Maida's got character development. Shit. Robin? You know what? Guess what? Sam had character development. Sam trusted Altera at first, and then Robin planted seeds of doubt of Altera, and Sam was like, no, Altera's cool. And then Sam discovers the frozen Leviathan, and then Sam has character development. It's stupid, it's dumb, it doesn't make sense, it's bad, but it exists. She changes her opinion based on information that she comes across. It's a stretch, but I'm going to give it to him. Sam underwent some type of transformation. Sam had a revelation. Sam had challenges and temptations. Her lesbian relationship. Sam had the abyss. Sam had the death. She just didn't have the rebirth. Now, when Robin learns about Sam's death, she learns the truth. She learns exactly how Sam died. She learns exactly why Sam died. She doesn't change. She feels the same way about Sam. You know what? She doesn't feel any different about Maida. I'd be blaming Maida. I'm like, you got my sister killed, bitch. There should be fucking Robin should say something about, I can't believe Maida got my sister killed, or I can't believe that Sam would do this. Why would she listen to a terrorist like Maida? Her and Maida are best fucking friends. She got her sister killed, it's okay. Alan doesn't seem out at this point. The conversation, Alan is just a plot device. There's no change, there's no revelation. The whole call to the adventure was to learn about Sam, learn about Sam's death. Altera had to have been responsible, right? It's our duty. It's Robin's responsibility to learn the truth about her sister's death. Psych, it was all a joke. There was no call to adventure. Altera wasn't bad. Altera didn't do anything wrong. Altera didn't kill your sister. Altera didn't even get your sister killed. Altera didn't even cover up your sister's death. Altera didn't even lie about your sister's death. It was due to her own recklessness. At the end of the journey, we don't feel like we've become a better person. We haven't learned anything. We haven't gained anything. We feel foolish. Below zero is the fool's journey. There is no atonement. At no point does Robin admit anything that she did was wrong. She doesn't admit that she was wrong for suspecting Altera. She doesn't think poorly of Maida for anything that Maida did. She doesn't have anything bad to say about Alan and what he did and what his species did. She doesn't apologize for what Sam did. She doesn't care that Sam got Parvan fucking killed. There is no atonement. She does not gain the gift of the goddess. There is no elixir. She does not gain wisdom. There is no boon for her to share with her fellow woman. When she returns back to the world of the known, she has nothing. She has nothing to share. She has nothing to show for her journey. She is the same fucking person she was at the end of her journey as she was at the beginning. The only thing is she knows what happened to her sister, which was the same fucking thing that she was told at the start. Her sister died due to recklessness, carelessness. There was a cave-in. She just learned the part that Altera left out, that her sister fucking murdered herself and somebody else. The Fool's Journey. Subnautica Below Zero. The Fool's Journey. Your story is shit. It's garbage. You didn't even have to follow the hero's journey formula. You just could have told a story that was coherent and consistent, and it wasn't. And you know what? If these series of videos were not sincere, if you think I'm just talking out of my ass, let me know. I'll try harder. I'll spend another couple 30, 40, 50 minutes. I'll spend another hour. The Fool's Journey.